Hello and welcome to my very first annual Apex Season 5 character tier list. That's a lot of words. So, in this tier list, we'll be basically talking about how well characters are, their overall skill and ranked, and their abilities. So, first we'll be starting off with F up to S. And yes, this guy freaking stole Octane from me. And just so you guys haven't known, just please drop a like and subscribe. Be a good brother, and it would help out the channel, or not, you big freaking bullies. So let's get right into it. Here, starting with F tier, we will be starting off with not really anybody. So D, starting off here, I think Loba fits here for me. I don't really think, for me, Loba is very well for me. I am not really skilled with her, and I don't think her abilities really match up with me. Her teleport is really good to get to the high ground or to escape to a safe place to heal, but it's really loud, and everybody can see it. And her ultimate is not really that good. Its range is really short, but it is very well for stealing people's loot. But I don't really think it's suited for me in that type of character. And so next up, for D tier, we have Crypto. Now, Crypto, in my opinion, is a good defensive character. It's just his drone is really incredibly loud. And, yeah, it's easy to see, and you can hear it from a long way away. And his ultimate really needs to get buffed, so that's really why I don't use Crypto, and I don't really like my friends playing Crypto. Next up, we have Pathfinder, which will probably be a surprise to a lot of people, but his nerf has really changed the way that he plays, and it's almost like made him a character that nobody really wants to play as anymore, which is really difficult. His passive is really nice, but ever since they nerfed it, I don't think he's been a very good character. His zipline gun, which is his ultimate, is actually very well for getting across the map and helpful. So next up, we have C. Now, in C tier is kind of characters that you would find. Next up for C tier is Bangalore. For her, in my opinion, her tactical is not that good. Really, she's a character that is in desperate need of getting buffed, and I think should get buffed, but she is probably one of the most balanced characters in the game currently, or ever, really. For my saying, her ultimate really needs to get buffed. It needs to explode faster. 8 seconds doesn't seem like a lot, but it is. Next up, we have Wattson. Wattson, in my opinion, is a good defense, but she doesn't really show it unless she's paired with a good caustic player. She really doesn't bring much to the table at all whatsoever. She, in my opinion, is not that good at all, so I mean, her ultimate, now it got nerfed, so don't know. Next up is B. And first we have Revenant. Revenant, in my opinion, is actually a very good offensive character. I just think maybe his ults did get buffed, but I think his tactical should get buffed. Maybe his tactical should, in my opinion, be buffed a little bit. I'm not sure in which way though, but it would be really nice to have him get buffed, because he's not that good right now. Next up is Caustic. Caustic, in my opinion, is one of my favorite characters, but I didn't put him too high on this list because I don't think He really has. He's been nerfed and buffed a couple of times. He's a mix and match character to play as. As you can see in a lot of players, they play him in ranked because he's very good for trapping people indoors. Next up, we have Gibby. Gibby, in my opinion, I don't play him much, but every time I have a teammate or an enemy that I fight, they are completely overpowered. Gibby's airstrike, just like it says defensive bombardment, doesn't really do anything but scare away enemies. Yeah, so next is Bloodhound. Bloodhound is a great offensive character in my opinion. His scan is great. I just think they should maybe buff him with his scan, for it is really easy to see and is quite loud. For his ultimate, I really like for Bangalore's, he's an expert counter, and he's very good for seeking out characters that are hiding inside of buildings and getting the drop on them or flanking them effectively. Up next is S, my favorite character, Octane. Octane just recently got a brand new buff. It is a very good buff, and it's very nice for his jump pad, double jump. It's very helpful for changing direction or getting up to even higher places. They did say that they were going to update his stim to have 40%, and that would be really nice. Up next is Mirage. Mirage is a great overall character due to his brand new buff. Made him absolutely overpowered, and I feel like they could nerf him a little bit with his ultimate, because I think if you've played Season 5, you've probably got killed by Mirage using his ultimate. His Bamboozle or Decoy also got buffed, so you can control him, which is really nice for him. Up next is Lifeline. Lifeline is a good character in my opinion. I mained him for quite a good time before I started using Octane. Lifeline recently got a buff to her passive, changing it completely to her her drone can res and she can res somebody else, truly making her the ultimate combat medic, and they also buffed her ultimate, which is nice. Up next is Wraith. You've probably all heard of sweaty wraiths, because they basically all are sweaty wraiths. There's nothing really to be said, except she did get nerfed. She's quite overpowered. Her ultimate is great for getting out of sticky situations, helping your teammates, or just getting the drop on the enemy. My tier list has come to an end. See you guys later and have a good day or night, I guess.